Hi everyone, Sandra Vale here at Homesteading Ways, and today I'm going to show you how to reuse your old feed and seed bags. To get started, you're going to need a feed bag. This is obviously from chicken feed. You can use goat feed, rabbit feed, and you can also use bird seed bags or even pet food like dog or cat if they're this type of bag. Paper won't last long, but these are kind of that plasticky stuff with the threads running through it, so they're pretty durable. Now the first thing I'm going to do is cut the bottom of the bag off, simply because I don't want that long of a bag and I don't want this narrowed bottom to it. However far down you want to cut is up to you, but I'm going to try and be as straight as possible. I probably won't be, but that's okay. I'm not trying to win any awards for best bags of the year. All I want is some reusable grocery bags and stuff bags, you know, something you can take to the beach, something to throw stuff in for the grandkids or your kids, something easy. That's fairly straight if you ask me. Now the next thing you're going to need is duct tape. Now I bought this color to match with the bags. You can use whatever you want. Okay, I cut a big piece of the duct tape and taped it halfway across the bottom of the bag. I'm just going to flip that over and do this. Get that other half going. Now when you're using longer pieces like this, you're bound to get some wrinkles in there. The only way to avoid it is to use shorter pieces. So it would just depend on what you're looking at. Do you mind the look of shorter pieces? If you don't, then go ahead and do that. If the wrinkles don't bother you, then go ahead and use the long ones. It's all up to you. So that's going to help with the bottom. The next thing we're going to do is put a box in this bag. And that's because it'll make the bottom more square, where you can fit, you know, more items in it as opposed to it being narrow. So I have this shoebox here, and I'm just going to put that in the bag and have it stand up. Now see how that's all funny down there? We're going to fix that. Okay, it might take some fandangle in there, but you're going to fold this up as if you're going to be wrapping a gift. And then you're going to put your duct tape on. It'll be kind of tricky one-handed. I'm going to cut this piece off here, but then you're going to do this, and then you're going to want to fill in this little bit here too. Okay, so once you get this side done, I filled it all in with tape and I added some extra to the corners. Then you're just going to flip it around and do the same thing on this side. Alright, so once both sides are done, you're going to take your box out of the bag, come on the inside here, and you're going to tape down this seam to help give it a little extra strength. I'm going to do one sheet down here and then two diagonal just to make sure it's extra strong. And that's what it looks like when you're all done with the inside. Okay, we're going to grab our scissors again and we're going to cut the top part of this bag. Now I've made 3 or 4 of these already, and this is where I really seem to never get it straight. But that's okay. I'll forgive myself for that. However much you want to cut off is up to you. I just don't want a really tall bag. And then too, on the tops of these bags is usually those little dot holes where the threading was in when you opened it. And I don't want that. So I'm taking this off. And it's a little goofy here. But what I'm going to do is take some more of my duct tape and I'm going to tape around this whole edge here. You're going to take a piece and put it half here and half on the inside. So you're just putting a nice like edge on it. Okay, once you're done edging, you're going to cut out 2 thin strips from either the top or bottom extra you had. And this is what it is. It's just, you know, 1 thin strip, 2 thin strips. And these are going to be our handles. Thicker strips are harder to do with the duct tape. They just turn out looking a little more messier. But if you really want the thicker strips, go ahead and do it. So I cut the length there. It's already kind of messed up. But then just turn it over onto itself. Stick it together. Alright, so once your handles are all taped up, then you're going to tape on the inside of your bag. Figure out where you want your handles, and then you're just going to use 2 pieces of tape to hold them on. And I'll show you how I did that right here. Just figure out, you know, how you want them. Make sure they're pretty even to, you know, across. And then you're just going to put 2 pieces of tape. I kind of tried to diagonal them. And I wanted to mention earlier that on every spot where you're doing this duct tape, make sure to like rub it in. That helps it to stick on really well. So there's the 1 piece. And here's the other. Just gives you that little bit of extra. And there's your bag. Now, may not be the most attractive compared to what you can buy in the store, and Lord knows I am no crafter. I mean, a child could do this as well as I did, so that should give you some hope to have a much better product than mine. But anyhow, it works. It's a neat way to do something with those feed bags, grain bags. It'd be a nice project to do with kids. So, you know, grandkids or after school programs, anything like that. It would be a nice way to show kids how to recycle items they may have at home. But anyhow, thanks for watching. Leave me some comments on what you thought, whether it's good or bad, or if you have some helpful suggestions, that'd be great, because I'm sure the other viewers would like to know as well. Visit us on homesteadingways.com and look in the description box for our links to Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. It was nice talking to you, and you take care.